Welcome back to, I'm going to call it the Birdies and Bourbon Show. We may be drinking a lot of things that aren't bourbon. We may be talking a lot of things that don't have to do with birdies. There are birdies in Texas, right, Dan?
Oh yeah.
Before we do, before I give the disclaimer, what I'd like to say is, so friend of the show, thanks Jason for asking, and I've been on the hunt. The people ask, the people get. This is Lucky Guys Distilling cinnamon whiskey. Haven't had it yet. I know it looks like there's a lot out of the bottle. If you're watching, if you're just listening, there's a lot out of the bottle. We're going to have them on the show in a couple weeks, and we're going to talk about what these guys, how lucky they are. I'm going to have a quick sip. Dan, what are you most excited about tonight?
Oh, just getting into this Landman, man. Where we think is there going to be a season two? Where is it going to go? Is Billy Bob going to become maybe the Patriots coach? Stuff like that.
I heard that the seat is being filled as we speak. And Lucky Guys Distilling, cinnamon whiskey, sinful. If you like cinnamon whiskey, if you're a Fireball fan, you should definitely go down this road.
Mm.
And we're fans, big fans.
Yeah.
Our friends in Virginia. I mean, they make a damn good hot
Oh
cinnamon
yeah.
whiskey. So it's
Hmm.
good stuff. This is good. Lucky Guy Distilling. And by the way, drinking from the mayor tonight, in case you didn't know. I'm
Nice.
going to be like triple fisting. Damn. So,
Nice. Nice.
and, hey, if you didn't know, I noticed you're wearing a different outfit. It looks like tennis attire.
Definitely is tennis
Um,
attire.
I wore something tonight that was kind of show appropriate.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
is this Billy Bob S?
Definitely,
Is it Billy
definitely.
Bob S?
You would fit in at the patch for sure. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, before we get into Landman, and by the way, you can tune out after like the next. Well, you maybe you're already tuned out and you've tuned off. But if you don't, I think this is going to be predominantly a Landman show talking about Billy Bob Thornton's greatest hits and how do you win a dick sucking contest against a two-headed hooker? I don't know. I don't know how you do that, but we're going to get to the bottom of that thing. Dan, before we do though, we got to talk a little golf because allegedly this is a fake podcast
Yep.
about booze and golf. We
Yep.
got the booze part out of the way.
Yep.
Not out of the way. It's going to be in the way during the whole recording. But I hope if you're a listener, both of you, and you take our advice ever, I hope you didn't take it this week because my one and done, by the way, one and done, Will Zalatoris. He has withdrawn from the suspended Farmers Insurance Open. Now, let me tell you why this pisses me off, Dan. By the way, big fan of Mayo Media Network.
Yep.
Huge, huge fan.
Hmm.
And I get the email. It's during yeah, I was spending some time with the consultant,
Yep.
but the phone beeps, the phone gets an answer.
Yep.
Guess what? One of your players has withdrawn from the Farmers Insurance Open. Well,
Yep.
guess what, Dan? I said, well, I better go change that. It's the responsible thing to do.
That's right.
Guess what I couldn't do?
You couldn't change it.
Couldn't change it.
Jeez.
And we had a banner year going, banner year, three tournaments into the 2025 season. Banner year, and I can't change it. That's not good business right there. Not good. Not
Not
good.
good business.
Not
Not
good.
good business. Not
I,
good
I don't
business.
I don't like that. I don't like it at all. I mean, I don't want to give up. I mean, we just got to try harder. I don't know.
Mm,
You know who we should have picked was Ludwig Uberg.
that's right.
You may
That's
call him Aberg,
mhm.
but not in his native tongue. And yeah, he's winning. But I guess the wins are high. Hey, that ain't the only thing that's high on this show. And yeah, so plays suspended. I guess they'll tee it back up tomorrow. Maybe they want a little Sunday morning finish, a little coffee with a little bourbon and golf finish. Could be. I don't know. They'll probably get it all in tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah, we are.
Before we're getting into Landman. We're getting it. We're so close. But Dan, what about an update? Give me a little update because you got your tennis attire on tonight.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
Feeling very Tennessee?
my tennis attire. I do feel so Tennessee. So Madison Keys makes it to the final on the women's side.
Mm,
First time in like I don't know, like almost close to a decade or something like that.
mm,
Like she's only been
mm.
to two finals, I think. I'm not a women's tennis expert, but we do keep up, try to keep up. But she beat Swiatek, and
That's a bit.
huge.
That's bold.
That's
That's a
big.
bold
That's
bold
big.
play,
That's
Cotton.
big.
Bold
Yeah,
play. Bold play.
huge. You know that she beat Swiatek because Swiatek's I think number two in the world, and then you got Sablanka who has also made it to the final, and
I mean, is there any reason? Is there any reason? Hey, so for those of you that don't think, allegedly, I don't have COVID, but I don't know. I said I'm gonna drink the rest of this moonshine and just flush it out of my system.
they might as well.
Yeah, why not? I mean, what would Ma'am say in this situation? Hey, by the way, shout out to Ma'am tomorrow.
Oh, oh
Well,
yeah.
I don't know when this is going to go out, but shout out to Ma'am. Happy birthday, Ma'am.
Oh, nice. Happy birthday for sure. So we
Um,
got Joker and Sevev in the semi,
nah,
and
whoa,
then
whoa, 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 hold on,
oh
hold on, hold
oh
on,
you're not ready
hold
for
on,
that yet. You're not ready for that yet. No. All right.
hold on.
All right.
Well, no, I'm ready to talk about the Joker.
Okay.
So all of a sudden, this so Fauci gets a pardon, and all of a sudden Joker can show up to Australia, mate.
Good point.
Just
Now,
throw
he did
another
get all
shrimp on
pissed
the
off at Channel
barbie.
9 there. He did get pissed. He's all pissed at those guys, but yeah, he's there. Yep. And then we got Sinner and Shelton playing for the semis. So who knows who's going to be in the final for the
I
men,
know
but
who's
yeah.
going to be in the final because
Okay.
somebody's coming in with a vengeance.
Okay, so you think it's going to be Joker versus Sinner?
So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, that's where my money sits at, and my money sits on Joker. Like, is just shoving it down his.
Really?
It's like going to the woo woo and drinking those exotic cocktails, and they're just shoving it down his throat.
Nice.
Speaking of, I got a couple of I wouldn't call them shout outs, but I did get some. I got some interaction on the whole New York Uber
Yeah.
phone experience.
Yeah.
Some people couldn't believe it. Some people could believe it. Some people that couldn't believe it also could believe it. So there were lots of things going, lots of mixed emotions during that set. I guess I'll start leaving my car in an Uber more often.
That's right. That's right.
Clearly, it was a big hit.
Clearly it was.
Anything else? Because I mean, this is probably going to be go pour yourself a drink. We'll still be talking when you get back. And yeah, I don't know. We'll let you know like 2.5 hours later who our favorite characters are. Anything
Exactly.
else?
I think we're good. I think we're good to talk about Landman. We've cleared the slate. It's ready to roll. That's right.
Okay,
We've been building to this point with Taylor Sheridan for like 10 years.
10 years.
And here we are. And here
We
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 are.
we we've been well. That I'm glad you brought that up, Dan. So
Mhm.
let's talk about Sheridan, and we've probably done this before on another fake podcast, but on this fake podcast, do you let's rank and let's agree because you could sway me, I could sway you. Let's agree on our favorite Sheridan, and I think we can commingle. I think we
Yep.
can say series because we're
Yep.
not going by episode,
Nope.
but I think we can commingle movies and series.
Okay. You want to go first?
Uh, let's go top five. How about
Top
top five?
five. Let's do five.
Top five.
Top five.
Top
Top
five.
five. Top five.
That way we only have to go for 2 hours and 22 minutes.
That's right. That's right.
There's other things I do for 2 hours and 22 minutes, and
Hmm.
talking about Landman ain't one of them.
Exactly.
But allegedly, I hear you give a hell of a foot rub. Um, all right. So top five. Do you want me to go first?
Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm going to throw something out there, and
Hmm.
you tell me. I'm gonna write these
I'm gonna
down.
go. I got to go from one to five because I can't go backwards.
Hold on. You want to go from best to
Best.
worst?
Yeah, I have
Best to
to.
worst?
That's the way I think about them.
Well,
I haven't.
well, okay, then you're going to go first.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let me flip the coin.
Okay.
Dan, you're up.
Flip it again, Dan. You're
Hold on.
up.
Dan, you're still up.
All right, I'm gonna go. So Sicario number one, is my number one.
Ooh,
That's
hold
my
on.
number
That's your
one.
number one?
Yeah, I love that movie. Yeah, that's
Okay,
so
hold on.
rewatchable. Yeah,
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
yeah. You
Hold
got to
on.
go number one. We got to go back and forth.
Well, hold on. But why? Why is Sicario one? Because I've turned a lot of people on. I shouldn't say a lot of people. There's
Hmm.
this there is there are particular people that I've turned on to that have never watched Sicario, and I'm like, fuck, that's got to be, when did it come out? Like 2017, 18? Maybe.
Let me look it up. I think it
Mid,
was right around there somewhere.
yeah,
Yeah, let me take a look.
let's call it mid late teens.
Yeah.
And a few people that I've turned it on to, they said Sicario 1 was not the best thing that they've watched.
Well, that'd be wrong. So that's good.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying, what do I think?
2015. 2015.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So a man well ahead of his time. Well
Yep.
ahead of his time.
Yep. Yep.
So you say Sicario 1.
Mm. But the border scene to me is epic, right? I mean, Benicio's fantastic. So
No,
is
no, no, no.
Brolin, right?
Oh,
Yeah. Go ahead.
the best scene to me. So there's a bank robbery.
Bank robbery. Yep.
And Kate is in the panel van with what's Brolin's whatever Brolin's character's name is. She's in the panel van with him, and he goes, and Kate's like, she's all gung ho, FBI, hot shot, I'm getting to do this shit, and this guy's wearing his Crocs, and she's like, she rips it off, and he's like, Kate, don't go in the bank.
That's right.
Kate, don't go in the bank. Well, fast forward, spoiler alert, she's borderline getting raped by
That's
I
right.
forget that dude, but yeah, borderline getting raped by a police officer, and Benicio bumps in, and she yells at Benicio for helping her not get raped,
Hmm.
and she's like, "You used me," and Benicio says, the bird dog says, "He told you not to go in the bank."
That's right. That's
I
right.
mean, it's like those little Easter eggs that just come along the way that I don't know if people pick up on. The writing is just fantastic, and we'll get to the Landman piece in a minute. But yeah, what wonderful. I think that,
Well, hold on. What about this scene here?
oh boy,
Oh yeah.
this is definitely going to go on for 2 hours.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, where he like yeah, he fast triggers him. Yeah, for
Well,
sure.
he's at the table. He's at the table. Time to meet God, and and yeah, he's just that's like iconic, right?
Well, so that's when he kills the like
Yeah.
the cartel leader at the end. What
Yeah.
about the whole waterboarding session when
Yep.
he's like, "You think I'm going to waterboard you? No, 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 no. I'm going to introduce you to an old friend." And the old friend Benicio comes in, and you don't see what happened. What do you think's happening behind closed doors in that
Yeah.
interrogation room, Dan?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's
If
good.
you've ever seen or heard of Deliverance, I'd say that's exactly what was happening in
Exactly.
some fashion. Some
Hmm.
fashion.
No, the flip flops, the Crocs he had on, everything about the damn movie's awesome.
Everything,
Everything about
everything.
it's just rewatchable and great. Yeah. Yep.
And so, and not just that, but a lot of the things that he does, a lot of the way the movies are and shows are put together, it's very like Cohen-esque, just in like these obscure like things that are happening. I mean, there's so many things that are like I don't even know what's going on.
Hmm.
Why is that acceptable? And why does that man have his feet up on the desk at a presidential table in Crocs?
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
he's got the look, like if you're not familiar with Crocs, I know you are, Dan. You
Yeah.
own many colors, but
Yeah.
they
All of
have
them.
little catch-all, and
Yeah.
he has it flipped back, holding it onto his heel
Hmm.
like it's an actual shoe. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. Is Sicario my number one? Is Sicario one my number one?
No, it doesn't have to be.
Uh, I I don't need you to influence me. I've been drinking enough. I can influence myself. Doesn't suck, and that's probably my first real introduction to Sheridan.
Yeah.
I'll agree. I'll agree. I can't
Okay.
argue that's number one. I can't
Okay.
argue. Number
Okay.
two.
All right.
Number two.
You get to go next. We're going to do Snake. You're next.
What's next? So I can tell you, I could go from the last, but you don't want to do it that way. You want to go in descending, not ascending.
Hmm.
Um, It's not Sicario 2. By the way, here's Sicario 3 is
No, it's
on
not.
its way. I hear
Yeah.
Sicario. You think
No,
no?
that,
So
no,
this
no,
is
no. I said no. Sorry, Sicario's 2 is not mine either. No.
no, no. It's not mine. It's not.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I think it's Landman.
I think it's Landman too. I think it's
Oh,
Landman.
so we agree.
Yep,
Ding,
yep,
ding, ding.
yep,
Woo!
yep, yep.
Wow. We've
100%.
got an agreement. We've got consensus. We're gonna get deeper into that one in just a sec. So, all right, good on that. So, Landman, we both agree on. Number three. Do you want to go?
Number 3. Ooh, now we're getting tough. Now it's getting tough. Those are my
No, it's not. No, it's
no.
not. No,
Okay.
it's not.
Number 3. If you have one ready, go ahead.
Number two, Sicario 2.
Oh, this card number 2. Okay.
I
All
think
right.
I think it continues to deliver. I mean, I like the other thing. I liked Yellow. It, I don't know. It lost a little bit of its stuff, and then it got a little squirrely, and then it was too. It's fine, but I think Sicario 2 is my number three.
Okay. Okay.
Are
I'm
you
gonna
okay
go.
with that, or you have
I'm okay
something
with that.
different?
No, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I might go Lioness there though. I might go Lioness.
Well, I was going to go to number four, but do you want to argue about number three, or do you want
Mm,
to? I mean,
no,
we could juxtaposition these things and get them
I
in a
like it.
different.
I like it.
Do you like that
Are
word
you going Lioness number
juxtaposition?
4?
Do you like that juxtaposition?
I
See,
did.
those are
I have to go
things
look it up.
when you meet when you meet with the consultant and you listen
That's
and you
right.
have a few drinks. Those are the way you start to conjugate those double negatives that mean something. Yes, for me, Lioness is number four.
Yep. Yep.
I
Yep.
think it's and for all of you, I am woman, hear me roar. Pun intended. If you haven't seen Lioness, you got to watch it.
You gotta
It's I
watch it.
think it's fantastically if and like out of all the war movie war series, I guess, right? All the SEAL teams and I don't I don't watch a lot of them. I just watched it because it was Sheridan. I like what he's been putting out.
Yeah.
Totally in the
Totally.
script, the everything that's there. I think Lioness is definitely there for me.
Yeah. They do too. All
All
right.
right, number five. I
This is
agree.
this is this is tough. Now it's number 5 is number tough. The chalk would say that we are way out of line here by not putting Yellowstone on the top 5. Or are we going to put Yellowstone on the top 5? You're not going to put it on the top 5. He's like, I'm not putting it on the top 5.
I
I
mean,
don't think
I
I
like
like it.
Yellowstone. I
I like
like
it.
it. I'm
Yeah.
not against it.
Yeah.
Not against it.
I think I'm gonna go with the other bank movie. What's it called? The one with Jeff Bridges.
What? Hell or High
Yeah.
Water?
Yeah. I
Of
like
course
Colorado
you
Hot
are.
Water.
Of
Yeah.
course you are. I
Yeah, of
love
course
that.
it
I
is.
think it's a great fight. Hey, anything with the dude in it
Yeah, you gotta get a
is.
dude.
Do you know how many people have no idea that Taylor Sheridan wrote Hell or High Water?
They probably don't. I love it. Yeah.
I think it's a great movie.
Yeah.
And all right, so this will be a good transition unless you got some other stuff to talk about.
No.
But I mean, think about these. Think about Sicario 1,
Yeah.
Landman,
Hmm.
Sicario 2, Lioness, Hell or High Water. Can you? I'm no expert. You're no professional, Dan. I mean,
Mm-mm.
how could the AI cannot be a professional? It's
That's true.
impossible. The
That's a good
bot
point.
cannot be a pro.
Professional. Yeah.
But my point is, could he have cast any of these things any better?
No.
Here's the downfall that I think he has out of what we've talked about thus far is is it Emily Blunt, right? That's in
Yeah.
Sicario 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
The miss to me was Emily Blunt wasn't in Sicario 2.
I agree. Yeah. Hmm.
Allegedly, she could be making an appearance in Sicario
Ooh,
3.
I like
I don't
that.
know. If she
Hmm.
does, I hope it's topless. Because if she shows up topless, I'll watch it topless every time. Just saying. I mean, but like I mean, what did he miss? What we don't have to talk about what he missed.
No.
Well, we could. What did he miss in any of this? Is there any bad planning there?
No. No. It's perfect.
I don't think so
So
either.
so I think he started off with Brolin and Benicio in a Sicario. I would say that getting those two in a movie is probably not that hard, but as the writing has continued to produce great work, he's continued to elevate, and he's got best in class actors now. Billy Bob's top, he's A game, right? And then you
Is
have,
he? Is Billy Bob an A-lister?
I think so. He is for me.
Wow. Wow.
Or do you think is this a Travolta moment? Is this a Travolta Pulp Fiction moment, or is Billy Bob
A
that peak
hundred
game
percent.
actor? You
A
think it's a
hundred
Travolta moment?
percent. A
Okay,
100%.
okay,
It couldn't be any closer to now. I think this is a bold statement, Dan.
yeah.
I think that uh I mean it's Tarantino. Would you compare Tarantino? Is Sheridan Tarantino-esque?
I think so in his own way. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no, I'm not saying
yeah.
are they copying each other. I'm saying, but the uniqueness and the
Yes,
style that they're bringing to the screen are, are Tarantino and Sheridan. Are they equals? Are they peers at the level that they're at today?
they are. And they're actually very similar in that they had like big runs pretty quick, right? I mean, like
Big runs.
Tarantino, coming out of the like mid '90s all the way through, and then he's not doing that much now, but he was very prolific for a while, right?
I guess I need to make a note that we need to do a Tarantino show because I
We
don't
should
even
do a
have to. I
Tarantino
don't
show.
even have to go back and watch any of them. I mean, I can just start quoting Reservoir. Oh, Mr. Pink.
Hmm.
I mean, I can roll immediately, but I don't want to
Jackie
get
Brown.
sidetracked. I don't know.
Jackie Brown's on my top five.
It is for sure in my top five. Oh, get away from me, Roller Girl. What are you doing? All right. So the whole purpose of this, the reason you convinced me to do this, 'cause I thought we were going to get to talk about Landman. Have we even mentioned Landman once?
Only in the top five.
Only in the top five. Only in the top five. All right. So can we move into Landman?
Yeah, let's do it.
We
Let's
don't
do it.
have to. We can continue talking about Tarantino and our favorite Tarantino show. We can continue to dissect Sicario and just dig into that deeper. I mean, it's
I'm
up
all
to you.
for it.
It's up to
Sicario's
you.
good. I'm waiting. I can't wait for Sicario 3.
Oh,
Bring
I can't.
Benicio, bring Emily Blunt back. Yep.
Hey, what are we gonna do? We're gonna kill them all.
Bring Brolin too. Make sure Brolin's in there too.
Brolin has to. If Brolin's not in it, then I'm very disappointed.
Exactly.
Very disappointed if Brolin's not in it. I think he does a great job. I think. I by the way, I'm wearing Crocs right now, just specifically for that character. I mean, up
Oh,
here you see Billy Bob. Down here you see
Crocs.
Josh Brolin. Oh yeah,
Nice. Nice.
he does have skinny legs too, by the way. So
Yeah,
just
that's
just
right.
just in case. Yeah. All right, so Landman.
Mm.
So this dropped in November, early November, mid-November. It just finished up. I think I was a week behind or so. That's why we didn't talk about it last week. But I did catch up. And so there's a few things that I want to talk about. So I want to talk about. I want to talk. Did you have a favorite episode? Was there a most awkward episode? Um, I want to go. I want to talk about some characters. Like who do you like and who don't you like? And we may recast a few of these characters. If you let's just start there. Well, let's start with recasting because you can't have a good show without good characters.
Mhm.
Let's start with Tommy Norris. Is there any chance that anybody else could have pulled off Tommy Norris the way Billy Bob is pulling it off?
Nope. That's like a Travolta Pulp Fiction kind of thing. It's gotta be Billy Bob.
Think so.
Yeah.
I don't at all disagree with you. I think that is 100% a true story. I
Hmm.
don't. So okay. So
Okay.
let's say Sheridan
Hmm.
calls up Bill
Hmm.
and says, "Bill,
Yeah.
do you think he says, 'Excuse me, sir, my name's Billy Bob'? Do you think
He
he? Do
might.
you think he? Or
He
do you
might.
think he? Do you think he accepts Bill? I mean,
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
he
know.
probably accepts Bill.
What do you have
Probably.
a? Can you do a good Billy Bob impression?
No, no, not like
Can
him.
you can you do a Billy Bob? Will you be thinking about it and drop
I'll
it on me
try.
when you're ready? Um, okay. Let's see. Who do? Well, okay. Let's go in order. Let's go.
If
Here's
if
what.
I were to rewind time, I probably could get you another one, but not in the current state.
You can rewind time. We can go
If I
back
was gonna
to.
rewind
Well,
time,
hold
if
on,
I
hold on,
okay,
hold on.
okay,
Before you do that, give me You can give me your favorite Billy Bob Thornton movie, not series, movie. Or you could give me like your top three favorite Billy Bob movies.
Okay. All right. Well, definitely Bad Santa. That's probably like it's top one of my top three.
It's-
Um, I like Goliath. I didn't love Goliath, but he was great in it. You know,
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
liked
okay.
I liked
Okay.
him in it. I thought he had a very similar type of character that he has in here,
Yeah.
but the way he
Yeah.
talked and
Yeah.
he was a lawyer and all that kind of stuff, right? Um,
He
and
only talks one
then
way, by the way.
oh, he only talks one way. It's good, dang good point. And then let's see the last one. Uh, hmm, I guess you probably got to go like a Fargo or something. What do you think?
Sling Blade. What are you
Sling Blade,
talking about?
you're gonna go Sling Blade. I know that's his claim to fame. I'm not, he did a great job in it, but that's not
I
my
thought it was,
favorite Billy Bob. He did I thought he did an awesome job. That's not my favorite
I think
rewatchable.
Sling Blade's a great. You know, some mustard on that biscuit. I thought he was great. I loved him in that.
He
I mean,
was.
I didn't know who Billy Bob Thornton was when he was doing it. I mean, he's definitely a lot fatter back then than he is now. Oh, 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 oh. I hope we get a copyright infringement on that or a trademark infringement and send it on. Send the
I really thought you
C&Ds.
were
We'll
gonna
take them.
go Tombstone.
Well, Gunny Tyler, oh Mad Cat. So I that was my number two. So that Sling Blade was number three. That's my number two. And yeah, I agree with you on number one.
Yeah,
I agree with you on number
Bad Santa.
one.
Yeah,
I can't. Yeah, it's. I mean that's as far as movies go. I mean that's just epic, epic. Right? As the kids would say, that's just ep. So
yep,
ep.
yep.
All right. So next character.
Well, hold on. If I was gonna rewind 20 years, he also has three names, and he I think he's from Texas.
He is from Texas.
No, 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 no. Like if I was going to rewind it and recast it, it would be back 20 years, and he also has three names.
Ooh. Ooh, it's a
I think he's also from Texas. He also ad
uh,
libs a lot.
uh, I know. I'm grasping. I'm
All right,
grasping. Give me a movie.
The Fugitive,
Harrison Ford.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones
Yeah,
in his heyday, he could have done it.
Tommy Lee. Yes, Tommy Lee Jones. Maybe like 35 years
Okay,
ago.
35 years ago, he could have done
Tommy
it.
Lee Jones could have pulled this off.
Yeah,
He could have pulled off that, but I don't know that he would have pulled it off as good.
yeah.
I mean, I think Tommy Lee Jones takes himself as a serious actor. I'm not saying Billy Bob doesn't. I'm just saying I think that it's like, here's what you get. You get Billy Bob.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's I think that's the way that one goes. But I yes, I don't know that I could recast better.
I agree. I agree. Right. I mean, I think Tommy Lee, this was his like heyday. This is like, it's like, he's
It
like, I
was
got
yeah.
this.
Yeah,
I
the
got this.
fugitive, right? I mean, this is when he
Yes.
could still jump and run around
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
outrun Han
Yeah.
Solo. I mean,
Yes.
this is when he
Yeah.
would have been able to do that.
Yeah.
I,
But no, Billy Bob is perfect for this role. You can't recast him.
I don't think Sheridan was even born then. If he was, he definitely was a writing
Ha ha
strike.
ha.
Mm. All right. Um, Monty Miller.
Mm.
How do you feel about Mad Men in this movie?
Uh, it was a good role. I don't think they gave him a lot to
Well, what do you mean it
think.
was a good role? What does that mean?
Well, I don't know. We'll find out. I'm guessing
Well,
that it was a good role.
the pros call that foreshadowing, by the way.
Foreshadowing. I think he's been on talk shows talking about being on a different show next year. So I think he's done.
I got some ideas about that, by the way. I'm going to be drinking a lot during this episode.
Um,
Shocking.
I wouldn't say that it was something that they really let him sink his teeth into. I think it was kind of a still of a distant role. I think he did a perfect job with it. I think Sheridan put all of his chips in on Tommy, or on Tommy.
So I do too. But if you think about like who do you think the most abstract character is? And when I say abstract, who's the most like non-conforming character in Landman? And to me, I think it could be John Hamm,
Hmm,
Monty Miller.
hmm,
And like if so let's flip over to Lioness. Like for me, the most like out of character person that's in there. There's two of them, and I don't know which one's the other. I guess we should start. I mean, maybe we should do Sherry's and Sheridan. That's on the next episode of Sherry's and Sheridan.
Hmm.
Um, it's like Nicole Kidman
Yep.
and Morgan Freeman.
Yep. Good
Like
point.
I don't do they really I mean they fit in the I mean Morgan Freeman's played a president before in many episodes, but I kind of feel like that this John Hamm role taking a second seat when he's kind of a lead actor guy, I
Hmm.
don't know. It just it didn't grasp. It didn't get me. Didn't get
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I'm not against him. I think he's a fine character. I think he does a nice job at it. Um, Spoiler alert, he may not make it to the end of the season. And also, spoiler alert, I don't think that he's done.
Hmm.
Because do you know where they filmed the majority of Landman at, Dan?
I think it's at Taylor Sheridan's ranch.
Yeah, look at the big brain on
He's got
Dan.
this huge mortgage and stuff on it. He has all these
It's
he's hypoing all his
are
loans
you
to be able
saying
to.
he's lever he's pulling the Tyler Perry? He went out and
Yeah, pretty
leveraged, he
much,
hypoed
pretty
everything
much.
on his price.
He's
Yeah,
he's doing it in
yeah,
Texas. Tyler Perry's got his in Atlanta, and Marlboro's
yeah,
got his
yeah.
in Vegas. They all
Yeah,
have their
yeah,
own
yeah,
stuff going
yeah,
on. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
We're by the way, that's why I'm talking to the consultant, Dan. That's why the
yeah.
consultant is on the books. That way
Hmm.
we can start over leveraging and under delivering,
There
just
you
like
go.
usual.
Well, yeah, exactly.
No, but I think that yeah, Fort Worth, Texas, by the way, roundabouts,
Mm.
you're a suburb of, and yeah, I mean, I like Ham. If you were recasting Ham, if you were recasting Monty, who would you recast me?
Ooh, that's a good question. If I was going to
Yeah, because
recast
I've got one.
Monty,
I've
oh,
got one.
oh, you go first because I got to think about it for a second.
And I this was not in the lead sheets, by the way, that nobody had or sent out.
Mm.
And even if they would have had them and would have sent them out, nobody would have
Yes.
read them.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
don't know how old this guy is right now, so I don't know that it would work out necessarily. So this could be another Tommy Lee Jones kind of
Yeah.
scenario.
Yeah.
Tom Sizemore, I think, could
Mm.
have been, but he may be too old to be in that role. And nobody knows who fucking Tom Sizemore is, by the way. Unless you, well, I know you
I
do,
think
but I
he's
mean,
died. I think he died, but okay.
oh well.
Yes.
In that case, he would have been a horrible pick
But
to
he would have
recast.
been good too. Yeah.
Horrible pick, horrible pick. But current thing, Colin Farrell.
That would have been good.
I think Colin Farrell would have made a wonderful. He was busy being a penguin, like a
Yeah.
penguin, like another
Yeah.
walking around with that little suit on. But yeah, I mean, I think Colin Farrell is who I would have probably cast because I don't think John Hamm is like dirty enough. I don't think he's evil enough. I don't think he's shrewd enough. I think that they didn't take enough. They took too much nice guy madman in
Hmm.
him,
Hmm.
and they didn't give him enough like dirty oil tycoon. I mean, like Jerry Jones in the I don't know episode 9 when Jerry Jones is in there monologuing about his kids and his daughters. How much do you think Jerry Jones bankrolled this thing? By the way, Easter
Oh,
egg,
big time,
Easter
big
egg,
time, big time.
Easter egg.
Yeah, big time. Well, what about McConaughey? Could McConaughey done that role?
Nah, I think it would have. I think it would have taken too much
Taking too
away
much out of
from
Bill
the.
Billy Bob?
I
Yeah.
think it would have. Yeah, I think it would have been too much because, like the ham piece, like it is not that Texas, gritty. It's he's the polished businessman kind of guy. But I didn't take him as like a shrewd dude, like getting down to business and taking care of it. I mean, I got I got the like. Why are you being nice to Tommy Norris?
Mm.
I mean, I get it because y'all are buds, right? And he didn't
Yeah.
make it, and you made it, and you got a lot of respect for him, and you're going to continue to respect him. I think it's going to be a whole different story
Could
when
could Don Johnson have done it?
I don't, could he? I mean, is Don
I don't
too
know.
old? Is
He's
Don too
getting there.
old?
So that's the
But
thing is he's kind of
I like
going.
it. I
Yeah.
like Don. I
Yeah.
like Don,
And he can
but
get a little sleazy,
he can get real sleazy.
a little shady.
But I guess I mean I don't dislike Don. I just don't know Don in 2024
Yeah.
is like is that a deliverable?
Yeah. Yeah. And
It's
then he went a little, John Hamm's a little bit younger, right? So maybe, yeah. Yeah. I
I
mean,
bet he and Billy Bob are close to the same age. I think one of them just has a different dye treatment.
okay. 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 Well,
By the
good.
way, somebody asked me about I was in my professional career, not fake
Hmm.
podcasting. I was on Zoom today. No, I was not on Zoom. I was on a meeting today, a
Yeah.
camera meeting,
Hmm.
and I don't need to call it the name of that. That way we don't get another suit. Um, somebody said, "Hey, do you highlight your hair?"
Oh, God.
And I said, "No." And they're like, "Well, what is that? I've never seen that before." And I said, "Oh, well, that's called I'm maturing."
There you go.
I don't know. Cultural differences, I guess. Who knows? So you're fine. You're fine with Ham. You're fine. And like that's a static character for you. You don't need to change it.
Right. Nope.
All right.
I'm good with it. No, I'm good with it. I thought he did great.
All right. Well, let's go on to GI Jane because
Okay.
I got some questions about GI Jane.
Okay.
I've said it on not this show, not this episode in particular, but I've said it before when we've recapped and ended the show. I don't know that I'm like I want to know who her surgeon is. That way, when it's time for me to get a tune-up, I don't go to that one. However, however, in the last couple episodes, not too shabby.
Not too shabby. Not too
Not too
shabby. I mean,
shabby.
I think she only got the job for one reason.
Yes.
Nicole Kidman said no. Because Nicole Kidman's in everything these days. She will not say no to
How does
anything.
that happen, by the
I
way?
don't know. She's in everything.
So what you're saying is you would recast Demi,
No, I'm not. I'm
you
making
would
a joke.
recast Nicole
I'm
into
just making a
Cammy
joke.
and kick Demi.
I'm just making a joke. No, I thought Demi did great. No, I'm just making a joke because Nicole is in everything. But I thought Demi was good. I thought it was good. I thought Demi actually had a kind of role like in maybe even season two. Is Billy Bob breakout role. I mean, we didn't see Demi in a while, so I know
Well,
around here we had some.
she's got
Yeah,
that heartburn from Ashton.
yeah. It's a good point. It's a good point. Yeah. So,
What about
would
Mila?
you
What about
Mila?
Mila? I think Mila Kunis could have played a great Cammy. I mean, allegedly they have so much in common. No, they have so much in common. Like all the
That's right.
guys chase one after the other. I mean,
That's
it's
right.
they're interchange. I hear word on the street. This is alleged, by the way. Allegedly, word on the street. They're interchangeable. You wouldn't
Yeah,
know one from the other. You just
that's
move
right.
one from position A to position B.
That's right.
Same
That's right.
people.
Yeah. No, I think I'd leave it alone. But do you have anybody else that you would consider for that role?
Yeah,
Who?
Mila Kunis,
Mila Kunis. Okay. All right. There
Mina
you go.
Kulis Kucher,
We haven't seen her in a
Mila
while. I think she's just too busy doing like VC, like venture capital kind of stuff, right? So
Mila Kunis,
yeah, her and her. What's his name?
Ashton.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think she's busy eating a lot of. Yeah, she's been. I mean, I hear Demi has big shoes to fill. That's what Bruce says, by the way.
There you go. There you go.
All right, any other acts? I want to get into some episode
Well,
stuff.
yeah. You got
Who
it.
knows?
What about the ex-wife? Who would you recast that with?
Well,
You
I
got the last character. There's the
okay,
fourth one. There's
okay,
the fourth
okay.
one. And I
All
have no
right,
clue who I think she's
all
done a
right.
great job.
So
So
Allie Larder,
Ali Larder's
Allie
insane,
Larder.
acting insane in this season. Absolutely insane.
I mean, she's dirty dancing at at the resort for
Yep.
the mature people.
Yep.
She's taking the mature people on bus rides to strip clubs.
Yep.
Uh, I, I mean, even she said it's like trying to win a dick sucking contest against a two-headed hooker. I mean, I don't know. That may be, it's not my favorite character, but some of the lines that she has could be some of my favorite lines. I don't know. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could. I don't know
I didn't
if
see
I.
that one coming. I didn't see that coming.
No, I thought it was going to be weak sauce. I thought
Yeah.
it was like weak sauce all day long, man. But
Yep.
no chance.
Yep.
And by the way, I want to know who her surgeon is.
That's true.
Because when it's time for me to get a tune-up, that's
That's right.
exactly it. I'm like, I don't care what you do. Make me look like that.
You know, in Ghostbusters, when they said the next time somebody asks you if you're a god, you say yes. If you're on your next Teams call or whatever you're on, and next time somebody says asks you who dies, you say Ali
Yes.
Lauder's girl.
Yes. I mean, it's yeah, you are the key master. No, I'm like, wow. I mean, what a like Friday Night Lights to all the what's the shit that she used to do? The
Heroes, was it
Final
Heroes, something like that?
Destinations, all
Yeah,
the
yeah.
like nothing, like garbage stuff back in
Garbage.
my back in the day.
Yeah.
And owning, I think that girl is owning it right there. You know who she reminds me of?
Who?
Not in. Well, here's who I would recast. Is I would recast Stifler's mom as Allie
Oh,
Larder.
oh, there you
That's
go.
who, but not the current Stifler's mom. I would cast back in the day, back in your Tommy Lee Jones day, Stifler's mom. That's who I would
Hmm.
recast.
Final Destination. That's right. That wasn't Heroes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Final Destination. What are you? Are you
Oh,
discounting me?
Heroes as well. Heroes as well. She was in 56 episodes of Heroes. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, hold on. Final Destination. They were all movies.
Yeah. I know she was in a TV show Heroes. She was in
Oh,
a bunch of
oh,
episodes.
oh,
Yeah.
Heroes. What is Heroes
Heroes.
about? Is it about
It's like that
superheroes?
superhero thing back in, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you were a big superhero fan. Who's your
I
favorite?
am not. I
Who's your
didn't watch
favorite?
Heroes.
Who's your favorite superhero, Dan?
Tommy,
Tommy Lee Jones?
Tommy, no, Billy Bob, as
Tommy
Tommy,
Lee Jones?
Billy Bob as
Tommy
Tommy.
Norris?
Yeah, Tommy
Tommy
Norris.
Norris?
Yeah.
All right, so we got to let's talk about. Do you want to talk about any more?
I think those are
Okay,
the main ones. I think those are the ones. Those are the
they
billboards,
are.
right?
There.
That's the
Which
billboards.
character are you like? I could just do without completely, and it wouldn't make a difference.
Uh, mm,
And it doesn't have to be one. You could throw out a couple.
mm,
You throw out one, and I'll throw out one, and we'll
uh,
see if we agree.
ooh, maybe the son. I don't know if the son's doing it. I think he's kind of yeah,
Yeah, Cooper
yeah,
Norris. No,
yeah.
he ain't doing it for me. Not
No,
doing it for me. And
mm-mm.
I'm not saying he's not a good actor. I'm
No,
just saying, like, I don't know that, like the script, the part, like it's just, it's kind of sappy. It's kind of like, not really interested.
yeah.
That whole scene, by the way.
Hmm.
Um, so here's who I think is irrelevant is Nathan, the attorney that lives with Tommy.
Yeah,
I think I'm not. He's benign, but I
yeah,
think he's irrelevant.
yeah,
But I think the whole like, I mean, I get the fact that they had to go and they had to beat the kid up because the thing blew up and it was like
yeah,
a
yeah.
hate crime kind of thing, whatever the fuck you want to call whatever. And I, but it could have died at that. I don't know that the love story that they're built. If this turns into Taylor trying to build a Cooper and a Hispanic girl into like a what's the Yellowstone people?
That's what I'm thinking. Isn't there a lot of
Rip and
similarities?
Beth, Rip and Beth, right?
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's the other thing. I think it's the kid.
Oh, it's the son, the son
Um,
with the Indian girl.
no, not that one. It's the other one. The one that they've been training. What's his name? The one that went out to
Oh, the
Texas.
younger, the
Yeah,
younger
that's who it
kid.
is. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
okay.
what I think's going on. It's
So
very
that
much
could be that.
yeah.
That all right. I'm not against that. I'm
No,
not
I
against
am.
that.
I don't think it's a great storyline. I think he's
But
doing the same
it's
thing he did in Yellowstone. What's that kid's
but
name?
I'm not against your Cooper Norris is the
Jimmy Herdstrom. Yeah, in Yellowstone.
yeah.
Yeah, and he's off in Texas. It's that same kind of thing. And then the ex-wife, Ali Lauder, is very much like this, like the Beth kind of role.
So let me
A
throw
lot of
something.
similarities going
Yes, I
on.
would agree. Lot
Yeah.
lot of similarities. Speaking of similarities, you know who
Hmm.
I love? Who I love
Uh-uh.
outside of Billy Bob
Mm-mm.
is if I said James Jordan, what would that mean to you?
Not much.
Not Jim Jones, not Jim
Mm-mm.
Jones. James, not My Morning Jacket. So he plays Dale.
Oh, the bearded guy.
Just hold on. So he has recurring roles in Yellowstone, Mayor of Kingstown, 1883, and a main role in Lioness, and a main role in what are we talking about? We're talking about Landman.
Hmm.
He is also in Wind River, which but what? How did we forget? Isn't that a Sheridan? Is Wind
It
River?
is. It's still not a top five, but it's good. Yeah, it's on. It's on there.
I
It's
forgot
on there.
about that. We may have to delete this and go back and start all over
Yeah,
again because
you think Wind River?
Wind
It's
River's
good. It's
good.
not better than Hell or High Water though.
And Those Who Wish Me Dead, who
Hmm.
were all written and directed by Sheridan.
Hmm. Hmm.
I mean, this is probably his most constant.
Character?
Yeah,
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
I love
Interesting.
this. I love
Interesting.
this.
Hmm.
All right. Where do you want to go next? To
Uh,
bed doesn't count.
yeah.
I've got like we haven't even made it to the chicachara yet. By the way, if you have a peanut allergy but you want to taste peanuts, this peanut butter tequila is wonderful. You have some on the way,
Jeez.
by the way,
Wow. Okay.
and it's wonderful. And if you have a peanut allergy, this does not. It will not. You will not even get the hives unless
Hmm.
you're allergic to alcohol or agave.
Nice. 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 Next, I guess what did you think about the finale? We can go finale, then
I
we can get into what projections or predictions for season two, if there's going
I
to be a season.
felt very Soprano-esque in the finale, in
Okay.
that we don't know that Monty's dead.
We
We
don't know.
we see everybody gathered around, and we see everybody hovered over, and we see everybody they're very remorseful and they're sobbing and they're feeling it, but we don't know that they're gone,
Right.
or we don't know that he's gone.
Hmm.
However, but the first cut the was it 10? So 8 and 9 leading up to, as she's kind of taking charge, as
Yeah.
Demi likes to do. It
Hmm.
kind of it leads you to, it was very, it was inviting you to believe
Yeah.
that Monty is going to move on.
Yeah. Yeah. What did
Uh,
you think
so
about Andy Garcia?
it's been a long time since I've seen Andy Garcia.
I think so. Yeah.
He looked good. I
He looked
also
good.
want to know who Andy Garcia's surgeon is because I was right. I mean, there's two people on there. If I get both of them together, I mean, I could be a hot piece of work after they get done with me. I thought it was fine. It's this is borderline getting a little Breaking Badish for me as it gets toward the end when they take Walt to the Walter, right? Walt, isn't his name Walt?
I
What
don't
what
know.
what do they call him at the Heisenberg? Heisenberg.
Oh,
When they
Breaking Bad. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Breaking
yeah,
Bad, yeah, yeah, yeah. When they take Heisenberg, and he gets they take him off to all these things, and they're beating the shit out of him, blah blah blah. So it's I don't know. It got a little borderline Heisenberg for me, which I mean, it works. I mean, I think a lot of people love enough people love Breaking Bad to make people rich, which
yeah,
is that's all you need. You don't need
yeah,
it. Fuck everybody.
yeah.
You just need enough people to like it to
Right.
satisfy what your quote is.
Yeah,
So I think that's a good. I think it's good. I think they're going in the right direction, and I think that some things are. I don't think he's doing it intentionally. I think he's telling a story in the Southwest that resonates with the Southwest. I had this old guy, this old boss that I used to know. He sucked, by the way, but he used to say it really resonated with him. Oh well, boy, it resonated,
there you go.
and yeah, I don't. Yeah, it ain't regulators,
Yeah,
motherfucker. Man
yeah,
up.
yeah,
So I like the last few episodes.
yeah, yeah. I did too. No, I thought the season was great. I mean, I thought with a lot of Taylor Sheridan stuff, it comes out of the gates extremely hot, and I thought this one did. It did cool off towards the end, but I do think coming into season two, he'll have another like it'll pick right back up again. So
Any favorite lines? I'm not going to repeat my other favorite line, but my most favorite line, because
I think my favorite scene, the whole thing is probably the bar scene, like episode two or episode three. That's my favorite one. When the lawyer comes up and he's like, yeah, 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 that one.
I already told you I quit drinking. I'll have another beer.
Yeah, yep, exactly.
I
That
mean,
whole scene is my favorite
that's
scene.
like
Yeah, yep,
lights
that's
out,
it.
baby.
That's it.
Lights
That
out.
scene. That scene is it.
Lights out.
Yeah,
I told you I quit drinking.
mm,
I'll have another
yeah.
beer.
And then the whole, did I guess wrong?
That
That was
is
perfect.
to me that it doesn't get any better than that really. I mean it's like that's like there was a lot of and there's a lot of things and all the fighting and the blah 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 and the that's fine, but the witty stuff is kind of that's I mean that's what I appreciate more, especially when it's I mean clearly he's being like a smart ass, he's being a
Oh yeah.
dick,
Oh
he's
yeah.
being a total fucking smart ass.
Oh yeah.
However, he ain't wrong.
He ain't wrong.
And nobody can argue with him.
Yep. All right, let's go. Let's go wish list. Let's go wish list for season two.
Ooh.
What do you hope happens? Like, give me a scene that you want to see. Give me a character. Give me a cameo. You want to see a cameo? Give me you got Jerry Jones in season one. Who do you want to see
Jerry
in season two?
Jones. Jerry
Who do you want to see in
Jones.
season two? Like, do a cameo because he can do a cameo. It could be a music artist. It could be any public figure or anything else. Do you think Trump makes a cameo in season two?
No chance. No. Wait,
We do
well,
have we do have some cartel
hold
stuff
on,
going on.
Dan.
We do have
Hold
some
on,
cartel stuff going
Dan.
on.
We got the cartel. We can see what's going on down by the border and build a wall.
I would love to see
Uh,
Trump do a cameo in season two. I would love it.
I would love that. I would
I
love
would
that.
love it. Give me Trump in season two. Give me
Can't.
from a scene perspective. You can go first. You want to go first?
No,
I
you
have one
go.
in the
You
can because
go.
I
Go.
kind of thought of
Go.
off the cuff. But
Go.
give me a Landman Christmas episode with Billy Bob in a Santa outfit. Give it. Come on. Come on. You gotta do it.
I mean,
You
he
gotta do it.
drinks, he smokes, he's wearing an outfit
Yes.
similar to what I might be wearing
Yes.
tonight, except he just has to change outfit. He didn't have to change anything but an outfit.
Yeah. Just give me the outfit. If you want to put like whipped cream on top, make him go to like a Laker game with Elf. What's his name? Elf.
Well, he could go to a what's the closest thing that's a he could go to a San Antonio
You
Spurs
get a San
game.
Antonio Spurs game. Uh,
I love that.
have you seen? Do you know what I'm talking about? I'll look it up. If you know what I'm talking about.
What are you
What's his
talking
name?
about? In Bad Santa?
Will Ferrell
Oh, him. Yes,
goes to
but
Lakers games dressed as the elf,
yes, Dixie
smoking
knows.
like cigarettes and stuff.
Dixie knows. Will Ferrell doesn't smoke cigarettes.
Well, he has one in his hand or something. I think.
I'm just kidding. Will Ferrell smokes a lot of cigarettes.
Uh,
Off camera. Off camera.
yeah.
Let's see. So who am I cameo? Oh, here's what I'm expecting for season two. So Bob,
Hold on.
Billy Bob.
I gotta show this real quick. Hold on, I gotta
All
show
right.
it.
Well, I'll shut up for a second. I
No,
mean,
no,
that's
no,
hard.
no,
That's
no,
hard to
no,
fucking
no, no,
believe.
no, no,
That's
no,
hard to
no,
believe, but I'll
no,
shut
no,
up for a second.
no.
That's fine. The consultant's definitely going to yell at her. That's a sucker.
I'm just saying it straight.
Are you going to hit play? Are we going to get to watch
No,
this? Or
we'll get the rights violated. We'll get kicked off. No,
well, that ain't the only thing
no,
we're getting
no,
violated
no,
for.
no. Okay, see, go ahead. Yeah,
Speaking of getting violated,
yeah.
so and I told you this early on. There's a few things that are going to happen. Uh, Allie, smoking hot.
Yep.
Billy Bob's going to bone something else. It's going to
The
happen.
lawyer, the lawyer.
Billy Bob. Well, or so
Timmy.
here's the way I think this is going to go. I think Cammy is going to try to seduce Billy Bob because I don't just because, and I think that the lawyer is going to need to be consoled because she's going to get the rug pulled out from under her. And I think Billy Bob is going to, I think Tommy Norris is going to wind up like, well, shit, I shouldn't have done that. If he does it, is there a chance that he smokes in the bed when he's finished?
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. Yeah, 100%,
I
100%.
think that's my foreshadowing into is there, and I don't know if we'll see it on
Which way is he going to go in that triangle? Which one do you think's most likely to happen?
the attorney.
The
No, I
attorney.
think all those things are. No. I think Demi is going to try to seduce him. Cammy is going to try to seduce him. And do you think she said no, 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 no? I can't be a Tiffany. My name's Demi. And they're like, well, let's just start it with a C and we'll just call it Kimmy. She's like, I can remember that.
So you think this is getting ready to turn into Californication with David Duchovny?
I bought a Porsche for a reason. Just saying. Just say, hey, I bought the oldest, beat up, nastiest Porsche for a fucking reason.
Did you
Just
ever
saying.
watch that show? That show
I
was
had a
great.
friend of mine. This is a narcissistic thing
That
to say,
was
but
a great show.
you said it before, and then
Mm.
this. I have another friend of mine that he's like, you should watch Californication and go ahead and get that Porsche. And then I watched a few. I haven't seen the whole thing, but I watched a few episodes. And I'm like, yeah, shit. I'm
Yeah,
like, really,
it's
really?
great. It's great.
I'm
It's a
like,
great show.
wow,
Great show. Season
wow.
season two was great. The one with the music guy
But
was
it's
great.
done though. Where's Duchovny at, by the way?
I don't
Here's a
know.
good one. Here's
Yeah,
a good one. If Duchovny's like real, I mean, he would be a great Monty.
he
He
would
would have
be a
been a
great
great
Monty.
Monty.
Yeah, definitely. He could have played Monty. Heck yeah.
That's the reason we keep talking because we come with these great ideas.
Yeah.
Do you think Sheridan has ever seen Californication?
Yes. Yes, I do.
What do you think he has against? Maybe he's just old. Maybe he's too old.
I don't know why he didn't think about it. I mean, Ham again. Ham was hard to replace. Ham was good in that role.
I can't. Can you believe Ham said yes to this?
I know. I mean,
That seems a little below
well,
him.
okay, okay, all right. So you bring up a good point. Do you think
Is it
anybody
below?
said no to Taylor in any of these roles, like Kidman,
Are we talking about
Freeman,
Sheridan or Hatton? Which one are we talking about?
Sheridan? Do you think he said? Do you think anybody said no to him when he's offered them a part these days? Last 2 to 3 years.
I've scoured the world of the dark webs and getting the lead sheets together for this show. And I could not find anyone that said that they turned down the role of Tommy Norris.
Okay. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And you
I
got.
don't.
I mean, Costner was a huge get, right? He was a huge get. Um. So yeah.
What was there anybody?
Kidman's no.
Was there anybody? Was Costner his first choice? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he was the first choice. Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah. How
Yeah,
do you turn that down?
you can't.
Well,
You
you
can't.
turn it down when you get caught banging the 22
Okay.
year old.
So
It's the same.
so if you had so we talked about any more like wishes for season two, any scenes, people, cameos.
No, I think there's going to get that. So it's definitely going to be more
Is Tony
drug
Romo going to make a
cartel.
cameo in season two?
Who?
Tony Romo,
Hmm.
maybe.
No, but I wouldn't be surprised if Matthew McConaughey doesn't show up.
McConaughey shows up somewhere. Yeah. Yeah.
McConaughey for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can already see him wanting to be. I mean, he's a ham anyway, not a John Ham, but just like a
Do
ham
you,
ham. I
do you
mean,
think Mark Cuban
he
shows up?
he loved that camera. Could be.
Would
Could.
Cuban have been a good John Hamm role?
No, he's a shitty actor. I didn't no. No, that guy sucks. No, I'm not.
I'm just throwing things out there,
He
you know.
doesn't suck in
Just-
life. I mean, he's winning in life, but I'm saying no, he's not entertaining.
yeah.
The only reason he's entertaining is because he's rich,
Yeah. No, I get no.
which
I'm not
could
saying
be
he's
entertaining
entertaining.
enough.
I'm just saying he played a role in like Entourage as the rich billionaire guy. I didn't know if it's
Well,
cute.
okay. Do you think he did a great job at that?
No. No.
Right. He sucks as an actor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Horrible.
Let's see who else could have made a cameo. I don't know. I think you're right. I think McConaughey makes a cameo. All right.
McConaughey's good.
Yeah.
Who else could be good? That's a Texas man. You know what I wish they would do that
Mm.
they don't do. And this is hate crime stuff here. Not intentional, but people could reflect on that. There used to be a show called The Dukes of Hazzard. Forgetting
Oh yeah.
about all the symbolism and all that bullshit because there was no intent there. I mean, it was back in the day.
Yeah.
And at the end of every episode, they went, and maybe they're doing this, it's just not spotlighted enough. But at the end of every episode of the Dukes of Hazzard, it was some band that was kind of famous because Waylon Jennings was the voice of, well, boys, we're going to get in trouble with the law here.
Mm-hmm.
But at every episode, it was not the same band. It was a different band that was playing like one of their hits. So I'm like, and maybe they're doing this and I just miss it at the patch. But that's where I think that they could take it to the next level. Why don't we have Lucas Nelson
Good point.
jamming? Why don't we have? I mean, I could go down a list of names. Why
Hmm.
aren't we? Why didn't Jamie Johnson up on stage singing at the
Hmm.
end? Sheridan, come on, you're missing a epic fucking moment, man.
Good
And
point.
you can continue to play for the patch. I mean, you set it up. Let's do it.
Good point. Good point. I think we covered all that. Um, Before we close out, what do you, if you could take somebody kind of not down and out, but Billy Bob-esque, and say you want Sheridan to do something similar with the role for them, who would it be? Like I have one. Um, like I'm thinking of like an iconic role, and I'm like, I'd love to see what Sheridan could do with this guy. You know, 'cause you kind of wonder, like, did he think of Billy Bob first, or did he have the Landman first? I kind of think he thought, I think this kind of goes together, but I think he could do something same, something similar.
Really? But you're
Yeah.
not saying Landman. You're saying
No, no, it's just something
could be
else.
in it.
I'm
Could be
saying
in
like,
it.
like an
Just
iconic role. Like
just
that, I could watch that guy do that role
just
forever. And I'd like to see Taylor kind of tap
I don't
into that
know.
persona. Like for me, it's just I'd love to see like him do something with the dude. Like I'd love to see the dude do something.
Is Jeff Bridges
Yeah.
washed up?
Well, he's not. My point is he hasn't done anything Lebowski-esque in a while. Like that. Well,
Oh yeah,
for example,
like
Crazy Heart. He could be perfect for doing like a Crazy Heart kind of thing as a TV show.
yeah. I wouldn't disagree. I can't argue with that. I mean, who?
Because
If, I
Crazy
mean, if
Heart
I
was kind of Lebowski-esque, right? In a way. Yeah.
the
Kind of
first
like that laid back kind
the
of.
first
Yeah.
half until he
Yeah.
loses a kid, yes.
Yeah, that whole laid back, bad,
Until he
yeah,
loses a
yeah,
kid.
yeah. I want to see more of that persona. I haven't seen that persona in a little while, right? I don't think I have. Maybe I have. Let
Nah,
me look up Jeff Bridges. Let me look. What's he
no,
been
he
doing?
did. The Old Man's the last thing I saw.
Yeah. That is
The series, The
nowhere
Old
near
Man.
that.
No, that was like way off the
I
reservation.
think his house burned up. He probably needs a new role.
Can I say off the reservation anymore? Is
I
that
don't know.
PC or is that? I mean, by the way, 5% Melungeon heritage. So
He's been slowing down, man. You
take
got
it up with my attorney.
the old man. Then you got Bad Times at El Royale, Only the Brave, Kingsman, The Golden Circle. He has not been working that much. That man needs to get
No,
back. He
no,
needs to
no,
get back
no,
out there.
no.
I think he's ready. He's ready
He
for a
could
Sheridan
be.
role.
He could be. I don't know who would I recast. I already mentioned Colin Farrell. Not that he's a favorite actor of mine or anything, but I think
Could be a good one too. Yeah.
that could be a get back after it kind of guy.
Mhm.
No,
All right. Okay.
yeah,
No
most
worries.
of them are dead. Most
Okay.
of them are dead. That I would. That I don't. There's nothing wrong with the old stuff, Dan.
Nothing wrong with the old stuff.
Are you going to be disappointed? Would you be disappointed with Landman, the way that it ended, the way that it dropped you off, if they said, "Hey, you know what? We've decided we're not going to do a season two."
Yes, I would. Yes. Hmm. Yep.
Best series you've watched in the past, uh, doesn't matter. Pick a date
It's
range.
in my top 10. This one's in my top 10 all time. Yeah. I mean, it's just so rewatchable for me. It's right up our alley, right? Billy Bob, right? So, I mean, for me, it's like
You
Breaking
only get one character.
Bad, yeah, stuff like that. So,
And you, if you like it, you know what you're gonna get every fucking time,
exactly.
which you can't really argue with.
So, if we're looking at Taylor Sheridan's upcoming writer, we've got the Madison 6666, which is, I guess, the ranch.
That is the ranch.
Fast.
That's the ranch.
Yeah.
That's the spinoff of Yellowstone.
Yes. And then it's got Fast. Then it's got Untitled Yellowstone Beth and Rip spinoff. And then
Horrible.
2024.
Horrible.
2024. So
Horrible.
what the heck is the Madison? It says one episode 2025. What is the Madison?
I don't know. You should click on it and see what it
Michelle
says.
Pfeiffer, Bo Garrett, and Patrick Adams. So that's that one.
Michelle Pfeiffer, Bo Garrett, and
And
Patrick
Patrick Adams.
Adams.
Hmm.
Is there anybody that he mentioned that's under the age of 65?
Patrick Adams is the guy from Suits, I think, right? Yes, that's the guy
Okay,
from
so he
Suits.
is. So he
Yeah,
is.
he's from
Is
Suits.
was he the brother in Yellowstone?
No, I don't think
Not
we've seen Patrick Adams
no.
before.
Okay.
I'll show you a picture. You want to see a picture of him? Let's see.
Well, I mean, if you want me to identify him, hold on. Is this top on or top off?
Well, we probably could do both. Yeah,
Well,
which one do you
then,
want to start with?
well,
Yeah,
maybe I'll be able to identify.
this guy.
I don't know about that. What's he been in?
Suits.
I didn't watch Suits. No, I have no idea who that is. No
Well,
idea.
he was a big actor in Suits.
Was he?
Yeah, it's him right there.
The
Right
Suit's a
there.
big show?
Yeah, pretty big show.
Huh? How many episodes did you watch?
Maybe a couple seasons of it. I didn't watch it all, but yeah, there they are. That's the one guy that was a big actor in it, and then here he is right here. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they do have nice suits on, except
Yep.
that one guy on the right. I mean, see how he's got that big fat tie and that big thing tie?
hmm
I mean,
hmm
I mean, I like the pocket square, but why would he trim that thing down and get a little smaller,
I don't know. That he
package?
was the main character in Suits. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then,
I don't know that I know him.
okay. Well, he's in this one. And then let's see what
Well,
else we got. What
can't
else we
wait to
got?
miss that one.
I don't know. It's what's let's see. What does it say it
I'll
is?
give it
It's
a chance. I'll give it a chance.
a New York family's life unravels after a tragedy as they process grief while vacationing in rural Montana. Who would have thought, right?
Oh,
Boy,
howdy in
human connection.
Montana. Must have a little piece of property leased out there.
Must have, right?
I bet the tax advantages for filming rights are very advantageous for individuals.
And this one here, Fast. I don't know. It says just writers Taylor Sheridan, director Gavin O'Connor, and it says a former U.S. Special Forces officer is recruited by the government's drug enforcement agency to lead and take down drug dealers who
Oh,
are
hold on.
protected.
I know. Hold on. Let me tell you who that guy's going to be. That guy's going to be uh
You think
shit.
you think that's Sicario? Maybe.
No, I think it's Paul. Hold on. This is going to really get us some hate crime. Paul Walker stars in that. Paul Walker.
Okay. Paul Walker.
It's a Paul Walker scene all the way.
Another dead guy. Okay.
It's a Paul Walker scene. The other.
Another dead guy. Great. McConaughey's in the 2024 one. So
No, he's replacing what's his Costner.
okay. Yeah.
That's how that's going, which is fine. I don't know. I mean, I think yeah, I like McConaughey. I love McConaughey. It's nothing for me to show up in South Beach and tell them.
That's right.
I mean, they could just ask me like, "Are you with him?" And I'm like, "Well, yes, I'm his cousin."
And Miss Cousin. Exactly. Exactly. You
And
put that accent on and you can fool anybody.
they buy it
Every time.
every time.
Yep. 100%.
All right, that's I'm running out of stuff. I'm gonna start drinking out of the bottle now, but
Oh
which
boy.
I'm not against.
Not
I'm not
opposed
against
to it.
that.
Yeah.
Not
All
against
right.
that.
Well, that was good. That was good. Who's
Uh,
yep.
who do we like for our fave in the? We already talked about our fave tennis folks, so we know who's the fave is there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got nothing. I got to go. I think this weekend we're gonna be finalizing the separation of our our OG
HQ1.
HQ.
Yeah.
Yeah, think we're finalizing that, and yeah, we're gonna be Tennesseans once again.
Well, good deal,
Here
man.
we are.
All
Here we are.
right. We'll see you next week, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, until next time.
Yeah. Cheers.